thank you to my video guy. It's Charles. He follows me around wherever I go. So thank you, Charles, for coming. Well, anyways, my name is Margie, and I'm originally from Hawaii. I moved to Fresno about 7 years ago, and the market totally crashed, and I lost 70% of our income, and we see ourselves into this like big hole. And all of a sudden, 6 years later, which is last year, I decided, I need to do something. So I didn't have money, I didn't have fashion connection, but I know I'm a creative person. So I said, I'm not gonna stop myself to do something that I really want. So I was in my cubicle, and I said, I'm gonna design scarves. And I was looking at myself, well, I didn't have money, I didn't have connection, but I did have time. So for 6 months, I researched scarves, how to manufacture, who buys scarves, what is scarves, what fabrication, any connection that I can. I literally, this is a bad word if you use it in a negative way, but I cyber stalk every fashion people you know. And guess what? I'm standing here today, and I just filmed an interview that's going to be broadcast to 60 different countries. I have the same mentor as Calvin Klein for free, and guess that I have a $200 that I start the company. So I researched for 6 months, and after that, I ended up having an overtime money for $200, and I put that $200 and I manufactured a scarf using local company here, and then that $200 was sold out. And then I manufacture again, like in a couple of weeks, it was sold out. And next thing you know, I have like a factory in LA. And this year, Charles was with me from the moment we started. It was just an idea, he kept following me. And I was honored. And so he saw the growth. And what happened is just this company, Carlet Edmonds, now is one of the fastest growing brands in Central Valley. We are now carried by 5 high-end stores in Fresno. We are going to be we're actually in Napa Valley, and next year we're in links to LA, San Francisco, New York, and Hawaii.
Give her a round of applause.
What I did is I didn't have the money at first, but I have the time. So I researched everything. So if anybody here is new on real estate, like less than a year or 2 years, anybody? No?
Yes.
So my tip is know everything about real estate. Know the type of houses, know any connections that you can have, the association that you need to attend. Because you invest your time and energy to something, it's gonna create something to take you to the next step. And so every time I would go to a place, I'll make sure I need to find a key people here that can take me to the next step. So that's how my company grows so fast, because I find the key people. And associations are good. If you go,
a mentor.
A mentor is really good. So I seek my mentor. I didn't have money. She cost $5,000 a day to meet with this girl. And her name is Mercedes Gonzalez from New York. She's a fashion buyer, and she also helped emerging designers. But I didn't have money. You know how I get in touch with her? I actually email her website on the inquiries, complaints, and suggestions, because I know that's the first thing they open up. At 4 a.m. New York time, 7 a.m. California time, I got an email and said, I'm gonna be in LA, meet me there on Thursday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I emailed her, like, I didn't have money to meet with you. He said, I don't care about money. She is in my speed dial right now, and every decision I make, she makes sure it's correct.
Oh, wow.
So my heart is for, and then we traveled everywhere that we can talk. Because my heart is to make sure everybody knows that dreams do come true. And all the young kids, we travel to colleges, and we tell our stories, and we give them all the information. We said, cyber stalk people that's gonna give you a pathway to where you're going. I didn't just know what restaurant they go to, I know exactly what food they order through their Twitter account. Because when I meet that person, I know exactly what I need to say. Hey, I know you like sushi. You know what I mean? I mean, because somebody really is paying attention. And people love attention because we're people who have a heart that connects to other people. So I just want to encourage you today, so to kind of never quit and just keep going on. They said a bamboo, it takes 5 years before you see the first crop. And then after that, it has 100 feet the first 6 months on the 6th year. So don't jump from things to things, just go continue on to where you're supposed to do. Find the connection. If you're not in social media, it has been a growth on my company. If that's not your thing, that's okay. But if that's your thing, use it for business and not for personal. That's my only thing, I use it for business. And it has catapulted my company until we got contacted by Nordstrom just because we look so big, but we're not. We're just, we just wanting to make sure we go to our goal. And that the goal is to be big one day, But the $200 has turned into a manufacturing company in LA and in China, so we gotta be doing something good. So.
Give you a hug. That's a great story. This is a gift because I didn't know her story before she came. So this is awesome. I just trusted Ashley and Suzanne. They said, hey, listen, she's going to have something great to say. So I'm really...
Devin said, I want you to come to our place because I want you to help us with our charity. And so I was like, can you explain to me, because I have so many things to do. But I said, explain to me your charity. And they said, it's this. I kind of love the way your charity is
help
working.
out our own agents.
Yeah, it's your own. So today our scarf is $20 because our scarf is actually $48 in Napa, and it was between 28 to 64 BB pepper, which is just so we're really high-end scarf. So it's $20. It would give 20% to your charity, and also I'm gonna give a lot of scarves for raffles. So you guys can benefit from that. And I just want to say thank you for giving us
Thank you.